Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is my review for Isn't It Romantic? I should state that this is its first run on Netflix outside of the US and Canada.
What?
Rebel Wilson plays Natalie, a New York City architect. She works hard to get noticed at her job but is more likely to be asked to deliver coffee and bagels than to design the city's next skyscraper. Natalie is a cynic when it comes to love, and one afternoon she is mugged. This leaves her unconscious, and when she wakes up, she is in her worst nightmare. She is in a romantic comedy of which she is the star. Isn't It Romantic also stars Liam Hemsworth as Blake, Natalie's handsome client, Adam Devine as her earnest best friend, Josh, and Priyanka Chopra as the yoga ambassador, Isabella. I was happily surprised by this film. I watched this with my wife, and for the most part of the film we laughed at the jokes. Most of them landed where they needed to. I really enjoyed the way this movie pokes fun at some of the ridiculous plot points of romantic comedies. For example, it points out how often sidekicks to the main character or protagonist will often have no backstory or job for that matter. Sometimes they just don't do anything for that side story, which is ridiculous when you think about it.
Boom, 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 yeah!
The premise of this film is to show how silly some rom-coms can be, but at the same time, it is still a rom-com. The acting is great, everyone plays off each other well. Liam Hemsworth is made fun of for being the eye candy. He plays his part really well. When they're in the romantic world, he becomes that guy that helplessly falls for the main lady, and he's brilliant. Some really great, fantastic moments between the protagonist in this film. In those moments when Liam's playing that character, I was laughing a lot. So Liam Hemsworth is great. Adam Devine has some great moments as well, along with Priyanka Chopra, but the show stealer is definitely the protagonist, Rebel Wilson.
You feeling what I'm feeling? No!
My wife and I found her comedic timing perfect. The disgust on her face when she is faced with the typical romantic nature of what is unfolding around her is something that's really enjoyable to watch. She has these facial expressions that just really expresses the disgust of what she's like she really hates what's going on, and because of her past and what's happened to her, sometimes the film gets a little deeper, which I think is great, but for the most part it's her timing, her comedic timing, that is perfect, and we found it really enjoyable to watch in those moments with Rebel. The way she refuses the romantic world at every turn is done really well. I think the editing here is done well to help that. Even the musical numbers, I think there are two of, I didn't hate because it's still making fun at them. The pacing of the film was great, nothing dragged, it's just an all-round well put together movie. The directing, editing, score, everything is good. If I had one niggle, it would be that the film is somewhat predictable though. But I think it has to be because of the nature of the story. It's poking fun at rom-coms, and yet it is still a rom-com. So the movie follows a very similar formula, one to which you can pretty much guess what will happen at every turn, at every part. I don't think this takes away anything from the film though.
Romantic comedy!
Rebel's dialogue and timing with it often elevates a scene that could end up being the run-of-the-mill or one that you were guessing where it was going. I'm not sure, but I feel like there are moments in this film where she was allowed to, or maybe encouraged to, go off script and do what she does best, and I was glad that that happened. My wife and I had a lot of fun watching this movie. It flips the rom-com idea on its head and then doesn't at the same time. If you're looking for a film that's easy to watch, that'll make you laugh, something that kind of breathes a bit of fresh air into the genre, then give this one a go. It's an easy, enjoyable watch. It's not brilliant, but it is fun, and as such, I'm going to give Isn't It Romantic a B. Thanks for watching my review. If you like my content, consider subscribing. Look out for my other review that's coming soon, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, which should be out any day now. And always, thank you so much for supporting my channel. I do love chatting to you guys in the comments below. That is your place to go wild and chat about rom-coms. If you want to chat about rom-coms all the way, this one kind of flips it on its head. I do think it's worth watching this film because Rebel is really great in this role. I do like some of the roles she plays. I like her comedic timing. She's really dry. She's great at what she does. If you just want to sit back and just kind of relax and enjoy a funny film, then this is one for you. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.